Hey, wake up. 45 days to go. How many days? 45 days. For what? NEET. And can you hear one cry that is sitting right down there in that corner of your room? You can't? Just listen carefully again. You are already going with bio, I know that. You're already probably in sync with chemistry, and I'm pretty sure of that. But there is one little guy who is sitting in that corner that you never took care very easily from the beginning of it. That is physics. Now the biggest question is how to deal with physics in the next 45 days. Yeah? So let's just get along with it. Let me bring you one fact. See, physics to understand, it is deep. But to crack NEET, not very much that you need to go very deep. It is pretty much horizontal. And I'm again telling you, to understand physics, yes, you need to go vertically down. But to crack NEET in physics, it's just horizontal. So 45 days, what can we do? Enna pannalam? Any idea that you have? Anything that you wanted to share from your side? That 45 நாள் தான் இருக்கு, physics இப்போ இருக்கு, கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு லெவல்ல இருக்கு preparation, but ஆனா how can we go with this? So
Sir, I have a question. Sir, I am preparing for JEE and NEET test.
Okay.
So JEE paper it was too hard. So what about NEET? This year paper it will be hard or easy?
See, hard or easy when it comes to question paper, as a teacher I will say, it is never hard, it is never easy, because it purely depends on how you are preparing for it. A strategized preparation of, let me not use the word strategized preparation. If you can know what chapters you are quite aware of, that will make you easy to track those questions in the paper. Yes, I still comment on the point that you were asking. Will it be hard or will it be easy? Usually at an exam level, that means if I talk about JEE or NEET, cracking physics will be relatively moderate, okay, as compared to the other subjects. And don't forget that NTA has already mentioned long back that it will keep focusing more on the core subjects. That is, it will go deep in bio, it will go deep in mathematics, whereas physics and chemistry, it won't go that deep. Yes, 2025 has been a very big hit, hard, on every one of us. However, just remember, relatively physics can always be a moderate level topic to be handled if you are aware of the fundamentals, number one, and the in and out, the A to Z of that topic. If you are aware, that will be clear. Now, when I went by A to Z, it is all about know your formulas first. It will be easy to crack at least 7 out of 10 questions of that respective chapter.
Sir, most important chapter which we need to cover in the last 45 days?
Good question. See, when it comes to most important chapters, physics is something very, it goes like a family thing. Let me explain what I meant by that. Usually, I would suggest physics always go in clusters. See, hit that zone where you can bang the cluster completely. Like for example, 11th standard topics, if you have to see. 11th standard topics, you can talk about solid properties, fluid properties, thermal properties. These all will go together in one cluster. And then simple harmonic motion, waves, these both will go in one cluster. In the same way, 12th standard, the entire modern physics, dual nature, atomic structure, and then nuclei, semiconductors, these 4 will go in one cluster. And in the beginning, that is electrostatics 1, electrostatics 2 will go in one cluster. Moving charges and magnetism, magnetism and matter, EMI, AC, these 4 will go in one cluster. So if you see individual chapters wise, it looks bigger. That is 24 chapters. If I'm not, if I have to be very precise, 26 chapters are there across 11th and across 12th. If you see 26 chapters in 45 days, definitely it is a panic situation. Instead, look at them like a cluster. So if you see them like a cluster, then in 11th you have 2 clusters and in 12th you have 4 clusters. So total 6 is what that you need to handle in clusters. What is the advantage of hitting these clusters before is you can have the questions that are interconnected. Like if you see modern physics, you will have dual nature interconnected with atoms chapter. Similarly, in moving charges and magnetism, that will be interconnected with electromagnetic induction. So this way, solid properties will have thermal properties synced with it. So the cluster habit will always help you to crack chapters faster. Then, sir, clusters, இது ரொம்ப அதிகம் எனக்கு ஹேண்டில் பண்ணுறதுக்கு independent chapters எது இருக்கா? Because some students will also say, especially if you are a dropper student or if you have started NEET journey only in 12th standard, there is a one big question. 11th standard topics நான் கரெக்டாக கவர் பண்ணல, அதோட பேசிக்ஸ் 12th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட்ல இருக்கும். அப்போ அது எப்படி கவர் பண்ணலாம்? If this is the question that you have, அப்போ இப்படி கம்பென்சேட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஏதாவது do we have any kind of a independent chapters? Yes, there are some such kind of independent chapters. 11th standard, if you see, there is gravitation, and there is laws of thermodynamics. Laws of thermodynamics, please make a big use of it because chemistry lo kuda adu irukku, that is there. Similarly in 12th standard, if you see ray optics and wave optics, they have no relation to anything that you have learned in your 12th standard. So 3 chapters are there. Yes, there are only 3, but you can definitely make 1 chapter 2 questions, total 6 questions, 6 into 4, 24 marks. Pretty much easy to go into medical college.